This is a little bit of a different video coming from me, Sitara. I am feeling so inspired to connect right now because there is a lot of things bubbling up from my heart that I also feel are very relevant to this conversation topic at hand on what's going on in the world. And one of the things being why we confuse love so much with pain, why there's such a strong association with both. And even more specifically, where and why when we open our heart and why opening our heart is so painful. And the reason for this, just get straight to the point, is that when we start to open our heart, the glue and the grout and the concrete and the asphalt and all of the tools that we have used to build the barricades and the protection around our heart from past painful experiences that leave those scars, all of a sudden come back up for review. So when we close down our hearts, when we have this experience where we close down our hearts because something bad happened and something negative hurt us, and maybe it was even childhood trauma, it can be in extreme cases, and sometimes it can just simply be that our feelings got hurt and we went from being really, really open to closed down. Well, what it takes for us to reopen again and open even in a bigger way is that it's important for us to recognize that those pieces and places inside of ourselves that contracted and held us safe and held us protected in that really, constrictive sort of way really brought us down to a different sort of frequency or a different sort of sensation, feeling that we had in our heart. So when an opportunity comes for us to grow, or an opportunity comes for us to expand, or when an opportunity comes for us to activate our soul memory, and I'm already feeling the tingles as I'm sharing this with you, it's that those parts in our heart that are closed down have to open up. But what we do, what the ego defense mechanism does, is it leaves a reminder. It's like there's a post-it note. Remember what this felt like. And so when you start to open your heart, whether it be to new love or to new partnerships in business or to just simply new expansion as your consciousness elevates. And as our consciousness elevates, it requires us to open our heart because we need the experience of elevating our consciousness is bringing us into higher states of a foundational energy, which means we're spending more time in forgiveness, we're spending more time in compassion, we're spending more time in joy, we're spending more time in love. And so if we're spending more time in these frequencies that feel really, really, really good, what is absolutely required is that these other frequencies or these other feelings, these other sensations have to move out of our heart space in order for them to come in and to come through. And so when we start to open our heart, or we feel that we're opening our heart, sometimes it can feel very beautiful, it can feel very blissful, it can feel very wonderful. And then oftentimes what happens right after is that there's this contraction of all these other memories, all the scars that weren't reconciled. And so those sensations, those feelings, in order to actually open and in order to actually expand, we have these moments where the pain actually has to come up and come out and come through to be able to be replaced with more love. So there's more of a capacity to forgive, there's more of a capacity to be in compassion, and there's more of a capacity to illuminate yourself with more love and more light. So as we are on this trajectory of ascension and wanting to bring more illumination into our heart space and wanting to feel better more consistently, that is why the only way out, the only prescription for the pain is the pain. We have to feel our way out. We have to feel our way through. And so those sensations is really what is going to open our heart into feeling more of the joy and illumination and light that is part of the ascension path. And that's why we say that transformation and growth and spiritual awakenings can be challenging, can be hard, can be really excruciating, can challenge us in so many ways. It's because of the healing that is required in order for us to return to our whole integrated state of being. Eventually we do get to a position or find ourselves in a circumstance where those feelings need to be felt. And so if you're watching this, there's a chance that you're feeling the sensation that your heart is wanting to open up, but the pain is coming. And if the pain is coming, it's okay. You can slow down. You don't have to force your heart open. In fact, I don't suggest forcing your heart to open. But what I do suggest is just simply taking a couple big deep breaths and receive the healing from these codes that I'm about to share with you. Ionaya uapuna kai isiatana itiatona kai iowa uapu unokua puna haakana kai. And there's simply a prayer of remembering of what your heart feels like to be completely open, to be released of the pain of this incarnation or past incarnations where you're holding them in a cellular memory. Yana nanda keana kanayawa uapuna kai itadakayana iasasanai. Ia huana akanakai, ia wapututudukai, io sasanai hi tuanakai, tututukukai, ia nokuapua haakanakai, zisianoa uapu pupunuku, pupunuku, pupunukua, Yatana tatake, tatakakur, karkarakuputa karkariana katakurukurupata karke, Yanakata takarke, Oanakata katakurupata karkana kai, tukurukurupata karke, tatakakurutana kai, ia karke. Yoaha anakatakirkionakai, yoapunakai, ikianakai. There's also a sensation of homesickness that's coming in. Homesickness of feeling the home, the resonance of where we have been elsewhere, outside of this planet. So connecting in to the soul radiance of where your heart space feels like and what your heart space feels like even outside of the body, because your soul is able to remember these experiences and remember those imprints as well. So as we open the heart from the painful experiences that we've had as human, we can also open our heart to the experiences that we are opening in new ways in this human physical body, with the memory that our soul is offering us to feel the sensation of, which comes from an open, willing heart to be able to receive the blessings that are here. Sonatanakai ia waputunuku huapuponakai, yatanakia wapua sana haakania wa uaponaki, itatakeana akaya wa uapuna huapuponakai, Yatana teowa atana te tutu kurukanakai ia waputu kurukuruku apuana haaka. Yana ya atana tia ka nakia wa huapunakai ia tatakia wana akana kia wa yasasana ya wapunakai isisiana ia tanakai ikia wa huapunaku apua haana. Yoa anakai ia tana ia wapu sisinihi ititio tatorurata tekirikuna patakirikarakana kia tatakia tanakai kuapunaku ukukuku sisanaha akanakia wa akanake. Yoa nai ia tana hia wa uapupupunakia wa akana. Sisiana totokupunaka ia totokupunaka ia wapunukur karakirike ni wapua kanakai kikinake kia tatanakia wapuku anatakia wa. Yona kayana hiatana itatene tea wapopona tai itanete tea wapoponake atanake ia wapunuku apua punuku kuatanake ia kanake wapunaka anakai sasana ia anatai ia wapu uapunakai suunuku apua huunuku apunuku apunaka atakinaki te kurukurkanake atakarkar kurkurkupukarkake te kurukurkapatakake. And simply take a nice big deep breath. Remembering that you are here to embody prosperity consciousness. You are here to embody unconditional love. You are here to embody your higher self. You are here to have a direct, clear, conscious connection with Source in every single moment. That as you continue to ascend and as you continue to open your heart to the memories of your own soul, you will be able to activate so many different experiences within the consciousness of your own heart and soul. That your life will really truly begin to align with what you are deserving of, with what you are worthy of, with what you are believing is possible for yourself from the inside out. And as you do that, all your limiting beliefs, all of the feelings of worthlessness and all these other things, they get highlighted. And in order to be purged, we must feel and reprogram ourselves into a very high state of our own soul consciousness and our own prosperity consciousness and our own unconditional love. So with that, my sweet dear, please feel free to come back and listen to this as many times as you'd like. If you're interested in joining us in the Cosmic Bloom program, you are absolutely more than welcome to it as a monthly membership where we deep dive, do live readings, and have more discussions in our group container, as well as there's affiliate component to it, so you can make money while you are actually in the membership program. So with that, my sweet love, if you're interested, check out the link in the description below in the link tree, and I will look forward to seeing you very soon. All right, so as we go forth, may we integrate the healing and the lessons received with courage, self-love, and compassion. This little mini transmission here for you is very much in love and very much complete. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing